Hello, my name's Matt Bartlett. I run a booking agency called Midnight Mango, and I'm here to talk to you about something that I've been doing recently. Well, I don't know if you have noticed, but there's something not quite right with the world, and we're all in a little bit of a pickle. At the moment, booking agents, we've been rescheduling shows, we've been rescheduled shows, and we're all a bit at sea at the moment. We don't know when the shows are going to come back. We don't know when people will have the confidence to buy tickets. We don't know when the shows will again be viable. We don't really know how new technologies are going to fit into the new reality that comes when the shows come back. One thing we do know, though, is we do know that musicians can still play. They can still sing. And as lockdown ends and restrictions start to be alleviated, then although there won't be any shows for a long time, they will still be able to make music. So people like me who are trying to think of ways around this whole void of time when there's no money and we're all skint and the only money we've got is the money coming in from the government, and also trying to do something a little bit creative so we're not just sitting around like lemons, we need to think of some other things to do. And so briefly I'm going to tell you about my new project, which is called Music of My House, which I've been working on over the last couple of months. So the idea is quite simple. Musicians can still play and sing. Within a number of weeks they'll be able to get out and do that. Who can we get the musicians in front of that are willing to spend some money at short notice and with very little risk? The people who immediately come to mind is the general public. So we're not used to working with the general public, but we're going to try for this, at least this summer, to actually see if we can get some shows from the general public. Next problem is, well, how are we going to factor in social distancing, and how are we going to actually make it so that it's easy? The solution that I've come up with is to produce 1 hour of acoustic music, entirely acoustic, no microphones, no PA, no anything like that. You can just quickly arrive at somebody's property, get into their garden or into their house, perform for an hour, say thank you very much, see you later, get back in the car and go. 1 car, 2 people, 1 hour of acoustic music. And then this was the idea, this is the idea, and then the next thing is making that into some kind of reality. So I built a website. I taught myself WordPress, which I didn't really want to do, but was quite fun anyway. And then when I had that product ready to go, I put it online and said to my bands, my acts, do you want to be involved? And almost all of them were really keen to get involved. There were some questions, we talked about it, but basically they were all super keen. At least we're showing some kind of a positive effort in all of this. So that's the first thing, or the second thing, whichever thing. And then the next thing was, well, how do we get this to the people who might buy it? Because it's not going to be the average music fan who's going to buy into this, because it's going to be expensive, it's going to be extravagant. So although there will be some, what we really need to do is market it to the right people, and that's the next challenge. So I've had several bookings already, money already in the bank, a number of leads, but unless we market it right, then it will just peter out. So that's the next challenge. So that's a little story about Music at My House. I've been Matt Bartlett from Midnight Mango. Ask me again in a few months' time and we'll see if it's been successful, right? Thank you very much.